Hi everybody, my name is Sebastiano. Today we're going to read a book together. We're going to read Kermit Save the Swamp. This is going to be fun. I love the little golden books. Okay. Kermit Save the Swamp by Richard Shavat, illustrated by Tom Lee. It was a bright summer morning, and Kermit was getting ready for a trip. "Hey Kermit, where are you headed?" asked Fozzie Bear, who was passing by. "I'm going to visit some old friends back at the swamp," Kermit explained. "I haven't been there in a long time, and I really miss the place." "You do?" Fozzie was surprised. "Gee, Kermit, what's so great about a swamp?" "Why don't you come along and see?" said Kermit. "Me? Come along with you? Great!" cried Fozzie, and he ran home to pack a bag. Soon they were driving through the countryside, heading for Kermit's swamp. "What's it like in a swamp?" asked Fozzie. "I've always been too bogged down to visit one. Get it? Bogged down?" "It's wonderful," said Kermit. "The trees are tall and shady, the moss is cool and green, and there are beautiful water lilies everywhere." "Wow," said Fozzie, "and I thought a swamp was just full of icky old mud." "Mud? That's the best part," Kermit said, with a happy sigh. "And we're almost there." "Hey, what's that thing?" asked Fozzie as they turned onto a dirt road. In front of them stood a large billboard. "Swamp World," Kermit read aloud. "I wonder what that's all about." Kermit and Fozzie headed on down the road toward the swamp. "Look, it's the beaver pond," said Kermit. "And there's old Fergus." He pointed to a beaver sitting on a log by the side of a pond. "Hi, Kermit," said Fergus. "Back for a visit?" "That's right," Kermit replied. "I'm showing my friend Fozzie the swamp." Fergus nodded. "You're just in time," he said. "Pretty soon there won't be a swamp to show." "What?" Kermit cried. "What do you mean?" "Well," said Fergus, "a few weeks ago this fellow came around and said he wanted to build a big shopping mall and amusement park here." "Swamp World," said Fozzie. "That's right," Fergus replied. "So we got together and decided it might be a good idea. We're signing the deal next week." "You think it's a good idea?" asked Kermit. "Why not?" Fergus answered. "We'll all get free rides in the amusement park. I hear they're building a great water slide." "But what about your dam?" Kermit asked. "Won't need a dam," Fergus answered. "They're draining all the water." Just then, a musical voice called out, "Kermit, welcome home." "It's Lulu the Mockingbird," said Kermit. "Lulu, what's all this about draining the swamp?" "Yeah, isn't it exciting?" Lulu answered. "But I don't understand," said Kermit. "Why do you want to give up this beautiful place?" "Oh, Kermit," Lulu said, "don't be so old-fashioned. Just think of it. No more hunting for worms and berries. I'll be able to just fly over to the shopping mall and pick up a box of birdseed." "A box of birdseed?" Kermit said. "But I used to love hearing you sing when you gathered food each day." "Oh, I won't have to sing anymore either," said Lulu as she flew away. "There will be music at the mall." "Music at the mall?" Kermit moaned. "Fozzie, this is terrible. We've got to find my cousin Nemo. I bet he doesn't want the swamp to be drained." Nemo was sitting under a tree, holding a brand new pair of roller skates. "Hi, Kermit," Nemo called out when he saw them coming. "Boy, am I glad to see you. I've got a big problem." "I knew that's how you'd feel," Kermit cried. "I need someone to teach me how to roller skate," Nemo explained. "I want to be ready when they put in the new sidewalks." Sidewalks? Shouted Kermit. Who needs sidewalks in a swamp? Golly, Kermit, said Nemo. You can't roller skate on mud. Kermit shook his head sadly. I guess nobody cares about this place but me, he said, sighing. It's too bad, but at least you got here in time to say goodbye to it, Fozzie said, trying to cheer Kermit up. Suddenly, Kermit's face brightened. Fozzie, that gives me an idea, he cried. That night, Kermit invited his friends to a big party under the tree by Fergus's pond. Almost everyone in the swamp was there. Fergus, Lulu, Nemo, Alice the alligator, Tennyson the turtle, and Garnett the raccoon and her children. Gee, thanks for throwing this great party, Kermit, said Nemo as he munched on popcorn. Glad you like it, Kermit said, because this isn't any old party. This is a goodbye party. Who's leaving? Lulu asked. Why, lots of things, said Kermit. Like this old tree. All the trees will have to be cut down to make room for them all. But where will we build our nests? Asked Lulu, her voice suddenly growing hoarse. And this pond, Kermit added. We'd better say goodbye to it too. Now that I think about it, I would miss this place, Fergus said, and his eyes misting over. Where would I go? Alice the alligator asked. I swim here. Not only do I swim here, Tennyson the turtle chimed in, I love to chew on the swamp grass. Well, better say goodbye to the grass, said Kermit. It'll be paved over. And the water lilies, too. And the mud! I just remembered how much I like to play in the mud, Nemo cried. Gee, we get a lot more from this swamp than I realized, said Lulu. Not just us, Nemo said. The flowers, the bugs, everyone needs it. Even I'm starting to like it, Fozzie said sadly. Well, there's just one thing to do, Fergus said in his loud, growly voice. Tell them we don't want Swamp World here after all. He's right, Lulu sang out. What do you say, everyone? Keep the swamp, the crowd began to shout. Yay, cried Kermit. Kermit, you did it, said Fozzie as everyone cheered. You saved the swamp. But I still feel bad about one thing. What's that? Kermit asked. I really like amusement parks, Fozzie replied. Well, Fozzie, Kermit answered, look at it this way. There are lots of amusement parks, but a good swamp is hard to find. The end. It was really fun reading Kermit Save the Swamp with you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll get to do this again soon. Bye-bye.